everyone, it's Vic from At Forever Scrapping here. First off, I'd like to say welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy this 12 by 12 scrapbook page layout video. So envelopes are quite trendy at the moment, and that's what I decided I would have a go at on my layout. I think I've only done one layout before with an envelope, and just thought I'd have a bit of fun really with this paper collection from Pebbles. It's Jen Hadfield, Hey Hello. I got this super cute photograph that came up on my Facebook feed, and it's of my daughter and her best mate from when they were born. They were born a week apart, and lived close by to us, and go to school together, and just they're more like brother and sister. It's such a lovely friendship that they have, and it's still happening today, many years on. And I just wanted to do a layout before they headed off to secondary school, just for her to look back and remind her that their friendship is something really, really special. And the whole idea of the layout came from the cut apart sheet, and there was a journaling card on there that said stay close to the people that bring you sunshine or something. So excuse me, that ended up being the theme and the title of my page, and where this page evolved from. So I love the papers in this collection. They're so cute, and really there's like a monochromatic side to it with the blacks and whites, but also there's these lovely bright pops of primary colours, and I really think that those really help things pop off your page. Now, I had used the silhouette to cut my cut file envelopes out, but there's lots of other ways to make envelopes, and if you have a look on the internet and browse, you can print off templates to help you make them, or there's like origami folding process videos to show you how to make them from scratch. So you don't need a die cutting machine or a cut file machine in order to make these envelopes. So give it a go. Now, with the first envelope I made, I used double-sided sticky tape, as you can see there, just to hold that bottom flap on, and I didn't think on the first one and ended up with the sticky tape going past that bottom lip. So as you saw on the second one that I made there, I actually put the sticky tape on that flip rather than on the side strips, if that makes sense. So you learn as you go along. I did try to peel it off to tuck it back underneath on that huge envelope, but it started to rip the paper, the pattern off of it. So I thought I'll just leave it where it is, and it'll end up getting covered anyway. And the envelopes also went really well with some of the ephemera and stickers in this collection. There's some really cute little envelopes. I've got one just under my hand there that I use on the layout with flowers coming out of, and just thought it all linked in really, really well. And I wanted to make it a fun page and use some of the animals, because it's a page with younger children in. I thought it would be quite nice, quite fun. So as you can see, I'm just sort of deciding where I'm going to put all of these envelopes. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to layer them on, because they're sort of looking to the outside of the page. I did think of trying to move that large envelope in the photograph more over to the right so they're looking into the page, but it just didn't work for me. So to get around that, because it's better to have your main element on your page looking into the center of your page rather than off the page, it just looks more aesthetically pleasing. So in order to try and get around that, I thought I'd use this cute little raccoon down the bottom, so that it looked like they were looking down at the little animal. giving them a focus on the page as well. And then I think I just about managed to get away with that then. So there we go, so that's the sort of layout I decided on, and I was going to do it on white cardstock. I don't tend to do many pattern paper backgrounds, but I loved the colours, the pinks against that baby blue coloured paper, and decided that I would, you know, push myself out of my comfort zone a little bit and use a pattern paper background rather than white cardstock. I then wanted to ground those envelopes a little bit, so cut some of the darker blue there just to help ground it, and again, as you can see, I think it really helps just add more depth and makes it pop off even more. And I thought that the blue matched my daughter's little gilet that she had on as well, so that linked the colours in really nicely. So just having a play around there, making sure that I'm happy with where everything is. And by me not sticking things down straight away, it means that I can just keep playing with the placement of the tags and the ephemera on the layout until I'm happy with where they're placed. I had that little bike there. There's a little tip that I tend to do. I don't know if anyone else does it. But stickers, I don't like to take the backing off of them straight away, because I'm always worried if I do that and put them on the page and I don't like it, then they're gonna be stuck already and ruin the paper and that. So what I tend to do is I tend to cut around the whole of the sticker, and then that means that I can move it around the layout without it actually sticking to anything. And I also quite like layering my stickers onto just some cardstock, some waste cardstock there, and backing them with that, and then cutting around them so that they're a bit more of an embellishment then rather than a sticker, so that I can then add sticky foam pads on the back and raise it up a little bit. So that's my little tip there. That's what I like to do. So maybe give it a try sometime. So I'm just popping my title on now. I think the colours in this collection are beautiful. Now the sunshine bit on that journaling card that was underneath that inspired the layout on friendship for this photograph of my daughter and her friend, the sunshine bit was covered in the envelope, so I decided that I would make the sunshine a big part. I then wanted to add some more pattern paper to ground it a bit more, but I thought that the animal paper would be fun and tie in with the childish theme of it, but it was too busy for me, so I flipped it over and it had this black and white animal print on it, and I thought that worked really well. So just cutting a strip there, and you'll see later that I then balanced the top of the layout as well with a strip of some paper, just to balance and even everything out. So I didn't put glue all the way to the edge of that black and white strip, because I want to do a little torn edge at the bottom there, as you see, just to add a little bit more detail. And I could overlap it with some of my embellishments. Now, I'd seen recently Morag, who owns and runs Bramble Fox, she used a tag upside down on the top of her layout, and I've never seen that done before. Or if I have, I haven't noticed it, and I was inspired by that. So I hope Morag doesn't mind me just stealing her idea there. And because I just wanted to balance it out, it was very heavy on that bottom left hand side, and then I had all that space up the top right hand corner of my layout, so I just wanted to try and balance the layout a bit more. It's just a case of making sure that everything is even. White space, or in this case blue space, is great, but it just to me looks a bit more aesthetically pleasing. And as you'll see later, I do put a strip underneath that tag going across the top of that layout, just to tie it in with the bottom and the strips of paper there. So anyway, this photograph, oh, it just makes my heart melt. I just love it. They unfortunately he's moved now, but not too far away, only just down the road, which is brilliant. And like I said, they still go to school, so my daughter still gets to see him every day, although not at the moment, unfortunately. But I know that they are going to be friends for life. Their friendship is just, it's just lovely. You know, they so look out for each other, and it's just so nice to see, and it just warms your heart. So I was so excited when I saw this photo pop up on my Facebook page. I had to print it out straight away and scrap it, and it was taken oh gosh, many years ago. We went and explored the National Trust Stowe and had a walk around the gardens there, which was just beautiful, really nice. I think on like a you know, an early spring morning, and we had such a nice time. And I just think, and like with everything that's going on at the moment, it's just important to remember who is, you know, who's there for you, and not to forget about one another. So that was the message I was trying to get across. Now, as you'll see, I haven't put any journaling anywhere on this layout, but because I can take the photograph out, I've actually done some journaling on a piece of cardstock and then stuck that on the back of the photograph, so that she can just pull it out and have a little read of my little message and to her about their friendship. So just doing the finishing touches now. Thank you very much for watching, and like I said, thank you to my new subscribers. If you're just visiting my page now, please give a thumbs up or comment. That would be fantastic, or subscribe would be even better. I think I'm getting there with my videos. I'm trying my best, and you can find me on Instagram at Forever Scrapping. And my battery on my camera did run out before I finished this layout, so you'll see the end layout in the stills in a moment. This has been a design team project for Lottie Loves Paper. I'll leave all the links to that and my Instagram page in the description below. Thanks then, bye.